It started with the Ku Klux Klan putting flyers underneath the windshields after many of us had returned from a march that night to celebrate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King. We returned to our cars and saw flyers underneath the windshield wipers, casting aspersions against Jews, against African Americans, against Dr. King, against our police chief, for goodness sake. But it started an 11-month process of hate activity in our community, and the people of Billings responded in a virtuous way. When swastikas were painted on the home of a Native American woman, the painters union gathered together and free of charge scraped and repainted that woman's house. And there were gravestones tipped over in the Jewish cemetery. We gathered together and what was it called, Margie? Come Together Billings. We marched down Poly Drive, ended up on the campus at Rocky Mountain College to acknowledge that we were standing together against hate. There must have been 400 or 500 people in that gathering. And that tradition continues today. Every year on the Rocky Mountain campus we have a festival of cultures to acknowledge all the variety in our community with food and drink and dance and entertainment and costumes from different cultures. So a number of these hate events happened in Billings during 1993, but they culminated, at least temporarily, they culminated in the attack on the safety of a small child during Hanukkah. A piece of cinder block came through the window of Isaac Schnitzer. He was only 6 years old, and he had placed a picture of a Hanukkah menorah there to celebrate the holiday. This kind of galvanized the people in Billings, and thank God we have leaders like Margie McDonald, who I'm honored to be in the same room with today, who came to a community meeting with a picture of a menorah and several copies of it. So she handed them out to those of us who were sitting there and said, take these back to your own churches and your offices and copy them and give them out to your friends, your acquaintances, your associates, your fellow church members, so you can put these on the homes, on the doors and the windows, so you can express your solidarity and your support for your Jewish neighbors. That was an inspired notion. And hundreds of these started going up. And then at a certain point, a few days later, the Billings Gazette published a full-page color picture of a menorah. And thousands of those started going up. They would tear them out of the newspaper, put them up on their doors and windows to express their support. Well, that was not without negative consequence. Windows were smashed. Door windows were smashed. A window was shot at a window was shot by a rifle at the United Methodist Church downtown. One of their windows was smashed. But you know what? A menorah went up the very next day on another window. The people responded with support. And you know what happened? After all these events, the menorahs stayed up and the violence went away. Something remarkable happened in Billings that year.